quarters in a row we are hearing warnings. How worried should we be about Tiffany? You still like this company?
Yeah, I like the stock, I like management, I like the brand, I like the long term. I'm mildly worried for the short term, but I think one of the keys here though is to buy the stock cheaply. Although we think it's worth about $59 and it's trading around $58, I would still look to buy it a little cheaper than this right now.
Sales were weak in the least expensive category, things like silver trinkets. Tiffany gets about a quarter of its sales in that segment. So what does that tell us about the more affordable luxury Tiffany shopper right now?
Yeah, and that's really a gift category as well. So obviously that does point to a little more weakness in the low end. And again, a more aspirational customer. And I think that's part of the reason you saw Coach sell off this morning. That's a very aspirational customer as well. But you know, Tiffany also said engagement units were up. However, I would point out that engagement is very sensitive to uncertainty. So engagement demand is steady, but if there's a big crisis, that can also ease up as well. So again, the stock's not terribly cheap here. It's a company I like for the long run, so if you own it, I wouldn't sell it. But if I was getting new money to work, I'd look to buy it a little cheaper.
How much fear is there that worries about taxes in 2013 tied to the fiscal cliff? How much could that impact these more price-conscious shoppers even more as we go forward?
Well, I guess in my view, the price-conscious shopper or the lower-end or aspirational shopper, they don't really have a stock portfolio. They aren't making $250,000 a year. So they're not as worried about the fiscal cliff, or they're more looking at what their credit card statement says and how much money they have in their bank account. I think the higher-end shopper is actually more sensitive to, you know, financial crises in Europe, fiscal cliffs, dividend taxes, Wall Street bonuses, and that happens to be the, you know, the $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 engagement ring shopper for Tiffany. So I think the fear for me is that there's another shoe to drop in the high end. I think the low end is already, you know, they're a little soft already, but that could actually turn around the other way.